rest of the modo community. I'm just gonna wait a few moments here for people to sign on. Oh, hello. Tay, hi. Oh, Modo Yo in Kingston. Hello. Welcome to a 60-minute modo sequence. Who else do we have? Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Some of you may not have seen me on this channel before if you've tuned in previously. My name's Megan. This is going to be my first live class with y'all, and I am very, very excited. I just got back from my teacher training in February, and a life-changing experience, and I am ready to teach all of you a lovely sequence. And so if you're tuning in either right now or later, this post is going to be available for 24 hours afterwards. So you can always come back, take class again, or if you're tuning in later, hey, hi, hello. But let's start to get a little bit comfy on our mats. Make sure you have water with you, stay hydrated. And I want to start off today's class by offering a little bit of compassion to yourself. I know there's a lot of things going on right now for a lot of people, and you know, by Friday we're all feeling a little bit possibly tired, overworked, or maybe we're ready to move. And everything like that, everything you're experiencing, that is totally valid. So here today on your mat, this is your space, and just let yourself have a little bit of compassion. Listen to your body. If you want to move, move. If you're craving rest, child's pose, shavasana are always poses that you can come on back to. But let's get started. Make your way onto your mat, laying on your back in shavasana. And really just let go. Everything you've experienced today, this is your space, your time to breathe. Tune into those inhales and exhales. Can you fill up your lungs? Fill up your belly. Slowly start to bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe stretch up overhead, reach long. Curl up into a little ball. Give yourself a hug. You can rock and roll back and forth or up and down the length of your spine. Just bringing some space and some breath into your back body. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side, head resting just on your bicep area. Again, dialing into that breath here. And slowly, mindfully, make your way onto all fours, hands and knees, shoulders over wrists. We're just going to warm up the spine a little bit with some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, roll your shoulders under Inhale, drop the belly, heart lifts. Exhale, tuck your belly button in towards your spine. One more, just like that. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the chest. Exhale, tuck it under. Roll your shoulders up. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Ooh. For anyone who's been sitting today or just been doing a little bit more sitting in general, hello hamstrings. You can pedal it out. Maybe your hips sway side to side just a little bit. Bring a slight bend to your knees and slowly walk yourself tiptoe all the way up to the front of your mat. You're in a forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, walk your hands up your thighs. Come into a mountain pose. And again, this is a pose that you can come back to at any point throughout your practice. Inhale, bring your hands to your chest. And take one. Exhale here. Beginning with pranayama breathing. Inhale deep in through your nose, fill up the lungs. Exhale, interlace your hands, press the stale air out as you press your hands down. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, drag your hands through heart center. Interlace, press down. Inhale, forward and up, fill up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Interlace, press the stale air out. One more just like that. Deep inhale, biggest inhale of your day. Exhale, palms to touch, release through heart center. Interlace, press down. Hands come onto your hips. Pivot your right toe out to the side wall. Dragging our belly button back in towards your spine. You're going to fire up your abdominals. Drag the sole of your right foot anywhere up your leg. You can have it on your calf or inner thigh. Whatever your body is craving today. You can stay right here with your hands on your hips, or bring your hands up in front of you. Heart center, palms press. If you engage your right glutes, you're going to feel a little bit more of an opening in your hips. It's going to allow you to stabilize a little bit more. Hands come back down to the hips. Inhale, bring your right knee forward, step down. Transfer your weight over to your right foot. Left knee pivots out towards the side wall. Drag your left heel anywhere up your leg. Again, bringing your hands to heart center if you choose. Keeping that tight knit of your abdominal muscles. Squeeze your center body together. Hands come back onto your hips. Rotate your left knee forward. and down. Inhale, sweep your arms wide up around you. Clasp your palms together and release your index fingers, or you can grab for your left wrist. Inhale, grow long through the crown of your head. Exhale, come up and over to your right hand side, opening up that left side body. Crescent moon. Inhale, come back up to center. You can bend your knees, bend your elbows. Ooh, get all those little cracks out. Inhale, and on your next breath out, bend up and over to your left. You're going to feel a beautiful opening in your right side body. Those are your intercostal muscles. Little tiny muscles in between your rib cage. Breath in brings you back up. Let's do one more bend. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. There we go. Bring your hands out in front of you, roughly 90 degrees. And step your feet any distance apart. Usually about hip distance is pretty good for most. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, sit back and down. You're in a squat. Your torso stays long, chest stays forward. Hello, quads, as they light up. That's the front thigh area. Inhale, come up a little bit. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper if you've got it. Inhale, come back up. Arms stay where they are. Step your feet back together. And rise up onto the balls of your feet so your heels are lifted. Inhale, long from the center of your body through both ends, all the way down to your feet and up through your head. Stay right here, or if you want to play with balance, sit back and down. Powerful pose 2. Inhale, rise back up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, heels down, hands down. Inhale, sweep up and around with your arms. Exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left. You can twist high or you can give yourself a big bear hug. Whichever you choose, sit back and down. And lift your right leg up and over your left. Eagle pose. This pose challenges your balance, stability, focus, strength. Here we go, into the other side. Place your right foot back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep up and around with your arms. Exhale, left arm comes underneath the right. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, sit back and down. Left leg comes up and over the right. If you have a block, you want a little bit of support, you can always place a block right underneath your left toe. Inhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Sweep your arms up and around. Drag them through heart center. Meet in prayer pose. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, sit back and down into a squat. And twist over to your right. Your left elbow comes down onto your right leg. Or you can put your forearm down and take your right arm and place it just behind you. Your hand can go on the back of your sacrum. That's kind of your tailbone area. And whichever you've chosen, can you allow your breath to do the twist for you? Inhale, come back to center, reach up, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands back through to heart center. Sit back and down. Inhale, grow long through the top of your head, and exhale, twist over to your left. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Reach up, stretch up. Sweep your hands around you and place them kind of in your back pocket area if you were wearing a pair of jeans. Inhale, long chest, open chest. Exhale, begin to tilt back just slightly. And this back bend is coming from your upper back. Hands are on your glutes to protect your low back. Inhale, rise back up. Come back down to mountain pose, shake it out a little bit. Your next inhale, fold yourself forward, hands come either down to your mat or blocks. Keep a slight bend in your knee to protect your hamstrings. And pick up your right foot and softly place it to the back of your mat. Heel is high. Inhale, hands come onto your left thigh. You can stay right here. Or if you're feeling really stable here, shoot your hands out behind you. Your fingertips reach towards the back of your space. Palms press down. Runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands up into crescent. Exhale, float your hands down to frame your left foot. Rock your weight back a little bit. And step forward, your right foot meets your left. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, long spine. Exhale, release down to the mat. Left foot comes up. Softly step it to the back of your space. Again, heel stays high. When you're ready, bring your hands up onto your thighs. And then shoot your hands backwards. Your gaze is slightly forward. towards the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands float down to frame your front foot. Rock your weight back again, and step your left foot forward. Step back with your right foot and pivot your heel down to the mat. Your right foot's roughly parallel to the back of your mat. And when you're ready, bring a bend into your left knee and cartwheel your hands up and around. You're in a lunge or warrior two. Your fingertips are outstretched towards both ends of your space. Inhale, tilt your palms out towards the side wall, your thumbs face up. Exhale, shift your body weight forward slightly and bring your left arm into the inside of your left leg. Right arm shoots up towards the ceiling. Now your gaze can go slightly out to the side wall, or you can look up at your right hand. Inhale, float back up into warrior two. Find your lunge. Cartwheel your hands around and down to frame your left foot. Weight comes back just a little bit. And step forward softly. Moving right into that left side. Left foot comes back to your space. And pivot your left heel down. Back of your left foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Cartwheel your hands, left arm comes up, right arm stretches out to the front. Your gaze is softly over your hands. Inhale, turn your thumbs up towards the sky. Exhale, shift your body weight just forward a little bit. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Triangle pose. Inhale, float your body back up into warrior two. Exhale, find your lunge. Cartwheel your hands down and around. Frame your right foot. Pivot your back toes towards the front of your space. Rock your weight back and step forward. Opening up the hamstrings just a little bit more. Take your two-piece fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, keep a long spine here. Exhale, can you fold forward with that length you found? And let it go passive. Release the grip on your big toes. You can grab onto opposite elbows, rock side to side. Making sure you keep that slight bend in your knees just to protect your hamstrings and your low back. And when you're ready, walk yourself all the way up into standing. And take a few steps towards the back of your space. Your hands can come onto your hips. Inhale, step forward with your left foot. Right toes just hover slightly off of your mat. You can stay right here, or if you want to challenge your balance, begin to tilt your body forward. And using the strength of your glutes and your hamstrings, lift your right leg up towards the back of your space. You can stay here, hands on your hips, or shoot your hands out behind you. And can you keep your hips fairly level? Inhale, begin to come slowly up, feet to touch. Exhale, hands come back onto your hips. Take a step forward onto your right foot. Left toes come up just slightly. And when you have your gaze, when you have your stability, stay here or tilt. Again, you have that option. Hands reach out behind you, palms face down. Inhale, come back up to center. And if you're like me, probably move forward a little bit. You can take us a few steps backwards. Inhale, sweep your arms right up, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand just by your right hip. Bend your right leg and begin to curl it up in towards your bum. You can stay right there if that's enough of a hamstring curl for you. Or you can scoop up the inside of your right foot. Begin to kick back. And as you kick back, you're going to find that your body will reach forward. Dancer's pose. And the thing with the balance here is it's all physics. If your body tilts forward, it's because you're kicking back. So your body will balance. Inhale, bring it back up. Left arm reaches up. Step your right foot down. Left arm comes down. Inhale, sweep it up and around, reach up. Exhale, drop your left hand by your left hip. Curl your left leg in towards your bum. Stay here. Or scoop up the inner arch of your left foot. Reach tall through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, kick back, tilt forward. Your gaze is steady, just over your fingertips. Inhale, bring yourself back up to center. And step your left foot down to meet your right. Going into our second set of tree pose, hands come back onto your hips and pivot your right toes out towards the side of your space. We've been here before. Drag the sole of your foot anywhere up your leg. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center or express your tree. You know, most of us are still isolating at home, so you kind of have the freedom to do what you want. You can like jazz hands it a little bit. not already there, hands come back down towards heart center. Pivot your right knee forward and step down. Hands come back onto your hips. Left knee pivots out towards the side of your space. And drag the sole of your foot anywhere up your leg. Inner thigh, calf, up to you. And when you're ready, grow your branches. Bring your hands back through heart center. Left knee pivots forward and down. And slowly make your way down to your mat. This is a movement as well. Can you be mindful of how you make your way into midway Shavasana? If you want to, you can take a sip of water here before you lay down. And everything that you just experienced in that standing sequence, if you were feeling really great, awesome. Time to start something new. If you were feeling a little hard on yourself, let it go. We're starting something new right here. And if you want to rest, you can stay here if your body's craving it, or if you're craving some movement, bring the soles of your feet onto your mat. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. The bottom of your foot stamps the ceiling. Pivot your right toes out slightly to the side wall and place your right ankle onto your left thigh. You're going to feel a little bit of an opening in your right hip. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can thread your right arm in between the space you've created, loop around with your left, and interlace your hands either underneath your left hamstring or around your left shin. Inhales give you a little bit more space. Exhale, you can pull a little closer if you want to open up that hip a little bit more. Bring the soles of your feet back down to the mat, going right into the left side. Left leg stamps up towards the ceiling. Slight tilt out with that left foot and bring your left ankle right on top of your right thigh. And again, stay here if you feel that opening on your left glute, or reach your left arm through and interlace behind your right hamstring. Exhale, release everything back down to the mat, soles of the feet stay on your mat. Going into my favorite part of yoga class, lift your legs straight up towards the sky. And your palms can stay grounded beside you on your mat, or you can make a little triangle and tuck them right underneath your tailbone area. Inhale. Feel your core light up just a little bit. Exhale, lower about halfway. hold here. You're going to feel your core light up. Exhale, lower a little bit more, just to hover off of your mat. Exhale, release down. We're going to do one more. Legs come straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, begin your lower, about halfway down. Final lower, just to a hover. Hold here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fabulous job. I can't see you all, but I'm sure you did it, and you did fantastic. Let's stretch out those abs, okay? Bring the soles of your feet back onto your mat. You want to be able to tickle your heels almost. Inhale, fire up your glutes and lift your hips up off of your mat. Your hands can stay again out beside you, or you can interlace your hands right underneath your sacrum area, rolling your shoulders underneath your back body. If you've interlaced your hands, release them back out to the side and slowly roll yourself down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. And when you're ready, make your way onto your belly. We're going to do a little bit of spine strengthening before our flow series. Palms come right underneath your shoulders, so your elbows are up slightly. And the tops of your feet, so right where your shoelaces would be, press down into your mat. You're going to feel your glutes fire up. Your knees might lift a little bit. Inhale, lift your chest just slightly, look forward. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower down to your mat. Place your right ear down. Give yourself a moment here. And bring your forehead back to center. Second set, you can take baby cobra again, or interlace your hands just above your bum. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs. Locust pose. Few breaths here. And release back down to the mat. Opposite ear comes down. Few breaths here again. And bring your forehead back to center. Again, take either of those two options, or join me for full bow. Bend both knees in towards your bum and scoop up the outside of your ankles. Inhale, lift your chest up off your mat. Exhale to settle into your gaze. Softly release back down onto your mat. Press yourself up through tabletop position and sink your hips back. Ooh, child's pose. slowly shift your weight forward up into a tabletop position. We've been here before. Shoulders over wrists, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Moving through a little bit of flow. You can take any of these variations. Inhale, ride forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower knees, chest, belly, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, slight lift, baby cobra. Exhale, come back down and up through tabletop. Tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. This is option 2. Exhale, lower your knees. Lower about halfway down, half push-up. Inhale, press the tops of your feet down, push up, downward facing dog, or up, sorry. And now we go to down dog. Final option here. Ride forward, high plank. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, flip your feet, press up, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Down dog. Let's take 2 more of those. Whichever variation you choose. Inhale, ride forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tuck your belly towards your spine, down dog. Final one, ride forward like a wave. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tuck it in, untuck your toes, down dog. Bring yourself down onto your knees just for a moment. Rest back into child's pose just for a breath or 2. And if you want to move a little bit more, bring yourself forward. Walk your knees up to the front of your space. And your knees can be wide, toes together, or you can do the opposite, knees together, toes apart. Everybody's a little different. And come back into a reclined hero. So walk your hands back behind you. You can stay here if you feel an opening in your quads. That's your front thigh area. Or you can come all the way back. Onto your elbows. Or if you're feeling very open today, you can lay all the way back onto your back, but only moving to the point of sensation. And if you're all the way back, begin to bring yourself back up onto your elbows, slowly up onto your palms. Bring your hands down in front of you. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee in towards your right wrist and pivot your shin anywhere on your mat that's comfortable for you. Your left leg stays long. If you want a little bit more of an active pigeon, you can stay right here. Or you can walk yourself forward and down, resting your forehead on a block, cushion, stacked fists. Slowly walk yourself back, up. Tuck your left toes under, just to provide some support for your glutes. And bring yourself into a downward facing dog. Moving into the left side, sweep your left leg up towards the sky. Left knee pivots in towards the left wrist. And rest your shin down. Right leg stays long. Opening up that left side hip. Stay here or walk yourself down. Resting the forehead onto a block is going to help calm your nervous system. It allows you to open up your muscles just a little bit more when your body's in a calm state. Walk yourself back up slowly. Tuck your right toes under and lift up and back. Downward facing dog. And bring yourself down onto your knees and sit down onto one hip. Swing your legs out in front of you and bring the soles of your feet to touch. You're going to look like almost like a little butterfly. We call this cobbler's pose. Inhale, keep a long spine here. Exhale, begin to bring your body forward, keeping that length that you found in your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. And you're going to feel an opening right on your inner thigh, groin area. And when you're ready, you can sink forward, roll down a little bit, make it passive. And slowly walk yourself back up. And straighten your legs out towards the front of your space. We're going to do a little bit of a spine twist. So bend your right knee. You can keep it here or cross your right foot up and over your left. And your right hand comes behind you like a kickstand. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, twist is coming from your core. Maintain that length you found in your spine all the way through the crown of your head. Slowly bring yourself back to center and switch sides. Right leg goes long, left leg. And keep the sole of your foot right where it is on the inside of your right leg or lift it up and over. Left hand coming behind you for support. Right arm shoots up towards the sky. Exhale, begin your twist. Slowly begin to shift your weight back towards the center. And bring your left foot back down. Stretch both legs long. And do another little hamstring opener. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk yourself forward. opening up the hamstrings, opening up the back body. And wherever your hands land on your legs, totally okay. If you want to reach a little bit further, reach for your feet. And slowly walk yourself back up to seated. And make your way into final Shavasana. You can stay seated in a seated meditation or lay down onto your back. And finding that space of silence just for yourself. And I wanted to give everyone a little bit of an extra Shavasana. Today we have lots of time. I think that a little extra rest and care is needed during this time, especially considering the transitions that we're going through right now. A lot of things changing for a lot of people, for the world. And sometimes we just need a space of silence. Just for ourselves, just to come back and rest. And if you have extra time, we have about 6 minutes. Please allow yourself the time if you have it. And I'm going to thank all of you for class right now. And then I will join you in Shavasana. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, all the way to yours, wherever you are in the world. Thank you.